Hi, I'm Christina Furnival, and today I'm going to share with you 5 things you need to successfully ride the emotional highs and lows of being an entrepreneur. First, let me tell you a little about myself. I'm Christina Furnival. I am a mom to 2 young children. I'm a licensed psychotherapist. I am a writer, a blogger, and a soon-to-be published children's book author. Number 1, you need to keep your focus on your purpose. It is so easy to get bogged down in the struggles and the ups and downs and the obstacles of being an entrepreneur. But if you can keep your focus on your purpose, it creates a buffer. If someone critiques you, but you know that you're living your purpose and staying true to yourself, it's easier to brush that off. If your company is bringing in less money than you would like, but you know that you are living in accordance with your why and that you're providing great value, it stings a little less and you keep pushing forward. Number 2, you need to be mindful and have an action plan. Mindfulness often conjures up the images of yogis and meditation, but what I am referring to here is simply being aware and intentional. When we are mindful of how we are feeling from the emotional rollercoaster of being a business owner, we are more able to catch if we are too stressed or if we are about to burn out before it happens. One way you could do that is by creating a gauge from 0 to 10 on which you know your stress level. And when you're hitting 7 or 8, that's when you put your action plan in place. You might also not make the gauge, but you might know your own kind of symptoms, your own behavior. So if you are finding that you are extra irritable or your patience is really low, that might be the time to step in and put your action plan in place. And then your action plan involves your coping mechanisms. Whatever things fulfill you and help you to regroup. It could be taking a vacation day. It could be setting boundaries in your personal or your professional life. It could be squeezing in that nap, having that extra cup of coffee, or it could be walking around outside and reconnecting with nature. Whatever works for you to feel the best is what you need to put in place when you are being mindful of your stress level. Number 3, you need to practice meta-thinking. Meta-thinking is simply thinking about thinking. It is related to mindfulness, and it is the idea that you are an active participant in your thoughts. So often, when we are bogged down by stress, we have unhelpful and unproductive thoughts, like, I'm an idiot, or I'll never succeed. And if we can pay attention to the thoughts that we're having and become an active participant in controlling what sorts of thoughts we have, we can say, you know what, those aren't helpful. Those are making me feel more stressed. And they're not lifting me up, they're not making me more productive. So we can shift them, and by doing that, we still need to be truthful, but we can change our perspective. So instead of I'm an idiot, our new thought could be I am capable and smart, even if sometimes I don't feel like it. Or if our thought is I'll never succeed, we could shift that to success doesn't come without obstacles. When you engage in meta-thinking, you're able to help yourself overcome those challenges. Number 4, you need a growth mindset. When you run a business, metrics and KPIs are important. They tell you how your business is doing, but they are just data. They are information to learn from. And in that way, they're not you or your business's identity. Sometimes we get too wrapped up in them. With a growth mindset, you can see setbacks, metrics that you're not very happy with, as learning opportunities, as challenges to grow from. And they give you information to keep pushing forward so you can continue to do better. My final tip number 5, is that you need a support system. The first 4 tips were things that you could do for yourself to help yourself manage the emotional highs and lows of being an entrepreneur. This 5th tip is looking outside of yourself. You need a support system. That may be friends, that may be family, that may be other business professionals or colleagues, even clients. You need people to speak to bounce ideas off of, to vent to, and to celebrate with. And if you don't have that crew right now, you can find it. There are lots of professional organizations and associations that you can join so that you can network and feel that you do have that support network that can lift you up when you need it most. You'll be glad you did. Thank you for listening. Again, I'm Christina Furnival, and you can find me at christinafurnival.com.